is a specific kind of emptiness that has nothing to do with being tired, a hollowed out feeling where the world keeps moving, but you are stuck in a silent, invisible cage. Your body is going through the motions, but your spirit is paralyzed and you can't explain why, because on paper, nothing is wrong, which makes the ache even worse. This is not failure. This is the signal. This is the first quiet rumble of a war you were born to fight. Men don't truly die when their heart stops. They die the moment they surrender their reason for being, when they trade their fire for a comfortable numbness. And that purpose you're aching for, it will never arrive clean and polite. It doesn't knock on your door when you're safe and satisfied. It hides in the shadows of your deepest pain. It waits for you at the bottom of your most crushing failures, and it only reveals itself to the man who is finally sick of the taste of his own emptiness. It doesn't come to comfort you. It comes to claim you, and its arrival feels less like a whisper and more like a fracture, a breaking open that most mistake for disaster and run from. Most people spend their entire lives just a few feet from their purpose, but they never hear it calling because they are terrified of the silence required to listen. They fill their days with noise, with distraction, with the cheap dopamine of other people's lives, but purpose only speaks in the absolute quiet, in those raw, brutal moments when you are alone with the truth of what you've become. It is a treasure buried deep within your own battlefield, and unearthing it is not a gentle excavation. It is a brutal, bloody dig. With your bare hands, it will cost you everything you once thought was important: your peace of mind, your shallow friendships, your attachment to comfort, the approval of people who were never going to understand you anyway. This is the price of admission, the non-negotiable toll. Purpose only aligns itself with the man who has proven, through relentless action, that he is done merely surviving and is ready to build something that survives him. You are not here to leave a faint impression. You are here to carve your name into the foundation of something real. You will not find your destiny in a motivational quote or a self-help book. You will find it the instant you realize that your pursuit of a comfortable life is a slow, polite suicide. There is a design for your life, a blueprint, but it is not handed to you on a silver platter. It is encrypted in your moments of greatest rejection. It is hidden in the deafening silence that follows a dream that fell apart. It is forged on those mornings when you wake up feeling absolutely nothing, a complete void, and you force your feet to the floor and move forward anyway, driven by a faith you cannot yet see or feel. That is the test. That relentless forward motion in the face of total emptiness is where you prove your worth. And once you get that first fleeting glimpse of what you were truly built to do, sleep becomes a negotiable expense. Purpose, at first, does not feel like peace. It feels like a weight, a pressure that makes every single action matter. You are no longer just working a job. You are building a legacy. You are no longer just passing time. You are weaponizing it. And when the path gets quiet, when it gets brutally hard, when the loneliness feels like a physical weight on your chest, and you keep moving without applause, without a map, without a single sign that you're on the right track, that is the exact moment purpose turns its head and acknowledges he is ready. You will feel its arrival, not as a thought in your mind, but as a shift in your very DNA, a fire igniting in your bones. You will wake up hungry, a different kind of hunger that food cannot satisfy. You will train, and every movement will have intention. Every rep will carry the weight of your future. You will work with the focused desperation of a man who knows his time is finite. This is not about finding a passion. This is about discovering a direction so sharp it cuts away everything soft and unnecessary. Your eyes will change. They will grow colder, more focused, seeing opportunities where others see obstacles. You will cut people off, not with malice, but with the surgical precision of a man protecting his mission. You will consume discipline for breakfast and find your strength in the silence of the night. People will whisper, "He's changed. He's intense. He's distant," and they will be right. You are no longer wandering. You are marching. You are not like them anymore. You are not here to pass the time. You are here to leave a scar on the world, something that screams long after you're gone. I was here, and I built this. Purpose does not knock. It waits in the trenches of your soul, and only the obsessed ever hear its call. The truth no one wants to speak aloud is that your purpose is not a gift to be given. It is a seed planted deep within you, buried in your blood, your instincts, and your deepest, most private suffering. Then the universe steps back to watch, to see if you have the courage to become the man strong enough to carry it. This is why you felt restless in every job, why every relationship has felt like a temporary shelter, why you've moved through life feeling like a visitor. You were not built to copy another man's path. You were built to uncover a territory that belongs to you alone. The key to unlocking that door is not found in comfort or easy answers. It is forged in the fires of repetition, in the war you wage against your own weaknesses, in the private battles you fight when no one is watching. You don't find your purpose in a circle of good vibes. You find it in the grind, in the days when you cry from frustration and keep building, in the nights when the phone never rings and you create something from nothing. That isolation, that struggle, is the sacred battlefield where your true self is revealed. And if you refuse to go there, you will never meet the man you were destined to become. Your purpose is a sacred contract, and it is not cheap. The pain you've endured was not random. The failures were not accidents. The betrayals, the confusion, the long nights of staring at the ceiling, all of it was preparation. It was the pressure required to create a diamond. When purpose finally clicks into place, you don't just live a better life. You live with a fire that cannot be extinguished. Your presence becomes a quiet threat to mediocrity. People will feel the shift before they understand it. You are no longer guessing or hoping. You are moving with the unshakable certainty of a man who has received his orders. The weight of your mission doesn't get lighter. Your shoulders get stronger. The pain doesn't disappear. You learn to use it as fuel. The silence doesn't break you. You learn to speak volumes within it. The world doesn't need to see you perfect or popular. It needs to see you relentless, finally becoming the man you were always meant to be. Purpose is not something you find outside yourself. It is something you remember, something you excavate from the ruins of your old, soft life. Every time you choose the hard right over the easy wrong, Every time you shut out the world's noise to build in sacred silence. Every time you walk away from what is easy, you take another step toward your destiny. So stop asking where your purpose is. It is right there, beating like a war drum inside your chest, waiting for the day you decide to stop waiting and start executing. The most dangerous man alive is not the one with nothing to lose. It is the one who has fully awakened to what he was meant to become and will let nothing and no one stand in his way. There is a death that happens while you're still breathing, a slow, internal decay that begins when a man stops believing he was meant for more than just paying bills and dying. This is the true cost of a life without purpose, not a dramatic crash, but a quiet erosion. You wake up not to a mission, but to an alarm. You chase a fleeting peace instead of claiming your inherent power. You become a ghost in your own life, moving fast but going nowhere. And the world feels it. They see the hollowness in your eyes when someone asks what you're building, and you have no answer. This is not about being lost. It is about being asleep while standing up, alive, but not living. But that ache you feel, that restless dissatisfaction is not your enemy. It is the last ember of your fire, proof that you are not dead yet. It is the signal, growing louder, demanding that you stop burying your potential under layers of comfort and fear. The pain is the starting point. The silence is your training ground. The struggle is the only path. Your purpose is waiting. The only question that remains is, how much of your old, soft self are you willing to burn away to become the man who can finally carry it?